Hello and welcome to this special show, Trade and Invest in British Columbia, where we will be exploring opportunities that Indian businesses have in the state of British Columbia and Canada. We will also be dwelling on opportunities that India offers to businesses from British Columbia that are looking to come into the country. Today we are in conversation with Michael de Jong, who's the Finance Minister of the state of British Columbia in Canada. Mr. Jong, firstly, thanks very much for joining us on this show. If we had to look at the state of British Columbia, we have a fairly large Indian diaspora over there, across communities from the Indian subcontinent. But if you had to rank India in terms of the extent of investment that you've seen into the state, where would it rank?
Strong cultural link, very weak economic link. 14th is the number, but it is, to be charitable, way down the list at the moment. We're hoping to change that.
Sure. So, as I understand it, to change that, you've set up trade offices here in India, 2 trade offices, one in Mumbai, understandably because it is the financial nerve center of the country, and the second one in Chandigarh. Why Chandigarh?
Well, you mentioned the diaspora. About 300,000, between 6 and 8% of our population trace their ancestry back to Punjab and that area. So there's a special link there. We think we can take advantage of that. But we also believe there are some obvious synergies that exist in centers like Mumbai, Bangalore, which is why we've established a network of offices, are working closely with our national government, the Government of Canada. We see great things ahead for the relationship, both at the state level between British Columbia and areas of India, and at the national level.
Sure. So would it be a right assumption then to make that this is just the first step, Mumbai and Chandigarh, and that we can expect to see more trade offices set up across the country over time?
Mumbai, Chandigarh, Bangalore, you are beginning to see a gathering momentum. A few years ago, when Prime Minister Manmohan Singh and Prime Minister Harper set an objective, set a goal, and declared it the Year of India, I think a lot of people asked, well, is this more rhetoric or is this real? This is real. And we like to say in Vancouver and British Columbia, Canada starts here, and that is certainly true with respect to our bilateral relationship with India.
Sure. Now, you just mentioned a short while ago that India ranks just 14th in terms of economic investment in British Columbia, and that you'd ideally like to take it up. But, for an Indian businessman sitting here, if you were to make a pitch to him saying, come to British Columbia, invest over there, his immediate question is, why should I ever put my money in British Columbia, and why should he?
He'll make money. We can talk a lot about what drives capital investment and what determines its movement in this increasingly globalized world. At the end of the day, it's what are my prospects as a businessman or businesswoman for affecting a return for my company, for my shareholders. And we think we have the ingredients that make sense. We think we have the infrastructure, we have the resources, we have the talent, we have the people. But there's another thing about this relationship. It must flow both ways. This is not simply about attracting investment to British Columbia, although that's a big part of it.